Do you hear that? Are you listening? Get ready.
很懂。
5 hospitalized in a hazmat scare caused by pumpkin spice.
Why is there noise on this boat?
Dude, why do you think you will find the shepherd's pie on here?
Welcome to the Serious Talk Podcast, live from Buckingham Palace. It's John and Adrian and Josh.
Welcome everyone to the Hour of Seriousness, the gates of the known and assured. This is the Serious Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Owens, here with Adrian Gonzalez and Josh. We are your guides through the dark forest of craziness into the light of reality.
You guys are in for a treat tonight.
Yes.
Trick or treat. And along with us on this Halloween journey is these great guys over here on the couch. We got from left to right, Raymond Haggerty.
Wait, I'm on the right though.
No, left to right on the camera shot.
Yeah, we're talking like stage left.
I've never been on a stage, Raymond.
A couple of times.
And in the middle we have Jared.
Hey.
And on the right we have my brother Josh.
Hey yo.
You look like you were gonna say way more.
You rocking the logo on your phone down there?
Oh.
We're watching the podcast.
They're
We're
watching
watching it live.
They're watching it live.
We're giving us
Nice.
extra views.
Awesome.
But it's not showing a picture.
It's not showing up.
Not
No, it's
yet.
good. We are glad to have everyone here with us on this special Halloween episode of Serious Talk. And someone just played our little podcast. But okay, here we go. Let's, Adrian, I have this special announcement I want to say before we get started.
Yeah, and actually, I don't want to derail you, but I also have a special announcement as well, so before we kind of get started.
Okay, well, yeah,
We'll just say it together.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
get it out.
that's
Please.
Happy birthday, Mom! Wait.
Happy
no, it's
birthday, Mom.
It's my mom's birthday.
No, it's my mom's birthday.
No,
No,
it's
no,
my
no,
mom's
it's-
birthday.
It's my mom's birthday.
No, it's my mom's birthday.
I'm pretty sure it's my mom's birthday.
No, it's my
What?
mom's birthday.
Wait a second. Are both of our mom's birthdays on October 30th?
That's crazy.
That's
That's
weird.
That's
Didn't this start a movie?
I feel like
it's crazy.
You got it.
No, but it's so crazy. So this week, actually, John and I realized just within talking about what we were going to do for the show, I said something about, I want to wish my mom a happy birthday. He's like, yeah, me too. Wait, what?
yeah.
And we were like, it's the same day. And John and I are best friends, so for us to have our mothers
have the same
have the
birthdays,
same birthdays
kind
is just
it's kind of odd.
really weird.
I mean, it's cool, but
I mean, it's very Adrian and John, but it's just weird in general.
we want to say happy birthday to my
Happy
mom.
birthday, you beautiful goddess who
I'm gonna
has
tell my
raised
mom.
me.
Good
Happy
Lord.
birthday,
You're-
even though
of
it's
course
not
you
her
outdo
birthday.
me with that. And thank you for putting up with us for most of our lives.
I love you, Mom.
Oh my God.
She loves you less.
Okay. We're going to continue
That's
on with this
hilarious.
show, and we're going to go on to our first, and let me get to this real quick. Our first challenge of the week, which we will introduce you.
First implies that there are more.
Yeah, no, it's just a challenge for this week. All right, ready? Here we go.
I win.
Challenge accepted.
Finally, somebody who might present a challenge. You ready? Here we go.
Fight!
All right, it is time for the challenge of the week.
I wish that came from my headphones. I wish I didn't plug in this way.
And Raymond, why don't you? We're gonna go ahead. This was Raymond's idea. We're gonna go ahead and carve some pumpkins. We're gonna split into teams of
Never
two.
carved a pumpkin before, so this is gonna suck.
Teams of two, which I didn't think this through, but we're gonna do teams of two with pumpkins because we only have 2 good pumpkins. So
There's only
Or-
one good-looking.
yeah, only one good.
So let's just have the good-looking team. So just me and Jared on one side, and then everybody else on the other. No, Raymond would be on our team too.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. So we've got some knives.
Just was like agreed with it. Like yeah, that sounds
So
good.
we got some knives on the table. We got some stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead and grab them, we're gonna
Sure.
get going.
Oh, we did not think about like cleanup.
Yeah,
or-
Josh, you want to go grab it? You want to go
Or-
grab my trash can?
Camera angle? Do we think about?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, go grab the
Alright.
trash can. We'll get this.
We're gonna get to the point where we're not just figuring things out. But
No, we're not. I mean,
No, probably
I
not.
mean, I'm gonna go ahead and just.
if I have anything to say about it, we will.
it's good. Josh going to grab
shaking
it, but we're gonna go. It's a 5-minute challenge,
This is a large.
and whoever carves the best pumpkin wins. So we're gonna get ready here, and we're gonna get going here pretty quickly. Josh's got the trash bag. You can grab the garbage can too. All right, Adrian.
Okay, could you do it more close to the mic? Good lord.
I
Actually,
just like
you know
to
what?
take a minute and appreciate
Let's have
the
Chris hop
weirdness
in
of
and do
this
this with Raymond.
stupid
Oh, you wanna do
pumpkin.
Chris
Let them
Raymond?
two- We'll judge.
No, he doesn't.
Does he
Wait,
not?
No. It's good. Cool. So Adrian will be with Jared. So if you want to go ahead and Josh, you mind moving that camera over?
So like, who's doing what pumpkin? Like, if someone gets this.
Well,
nice
because we
pumpkin-
already established that we're the most attractive, so
Yeah, good,
we're
good,
gonna
good.
get
A
the
little
nice
bit more over.
attractive.
All right.
A little more this way. Perfect.
It's so hard to get out from the camera. I was pretty locked in.
Laid it all over the wall.
There we got
Locked into
the.
where I was sitting.
I'll go ahead and narrate this. So
I feel like this many people in this small of a place with these knives is a bad idea.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you switch over here, and I'm gonna use this
There we
camera
go.
here actually. As the,
for those of you
I guess you
watching,
okay,
I'm
sure.
gonna go ahead and while they're setting stuff up. For those of you watching, we are
What are we
doing the pumpkin carve challenge. It's 5 minutes. You have to try to carve the pumpkin as fast as you can, and whoever has the best looking pumpkin at the end of this will be great. So
Oh wait, are we all getting a
Just
single
for a
pumpkin? Because there's 4
turn it
pumpkins
towards me
here.
for a second. Just-
Even though one
Pumpkins?
of them looks really bad.
yeah. So it's only gonna be 2 of you are gonna team up. So pick whichever. We got the orange one, and pick whichever one of the gray ones looks the best. They ran out of orange ones at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean that's.
All right.
That happened.
All right, that did happen.
So for
All
me to
right.
be on your team, we need to
All right, we're gonna cut over.
position here.
We got everyone there with the knives, everything they need to get ready. Are you guys ready?
No, I can't. I don't know.
First things first.
You're in front of the
I'm a
camera.
realist.
Open at the top.
You're in front of the camera.
Absolutely.
I'm moving this.
All right.
That's
No,
it.
no. Don't move that one. Raymond, you're in front of the
We
camera.
don't have. Do we get the trash can? You
Yeah.
didn't grab the trash can. Did
Well,
you,
where
Josh?
can I go then?
Right next to Josh. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
guys
what
stay
do
on
we
like
do
that
with all
side.
the
Oh,
innards?
trash bags.
Nothing. We're just putting a face on it.
No, like we have to.
Dude,
that
you have
stuff
to.
out first.
Have you ever carved a pumpkin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't.
All right.
You
I
can't
know.
just put
It's
a face.
it's gonna be good. All right, you guys have 5 minutes. 5 minutes
5
starting
minutes.
now.
I'm afraid.
Oh no. You're afraid?
You're over here stabbing.
Is this pumpkin even like? Is this a pumpkin or is this like a gourd of some sort?
No, just-
Oh, it's a
we're gonna
pumpkin.
get clean
It's like a
slices.
gray
I'm
I'm
pumpkin.
gonna stand back and not get my hands chopped off.
Well, I'm doing it all the way through, like almost like a hexagon kind of thing. Just. So that was a good select. We did do close enough like this.
I want some photos of this. Where's my phone?
See,
This
that's
is hilarious.
Not bad.
I'm definitely not gonna stick my hand.
All right, Josh is
good.
bearing it out.
Yeah! Dude, you're so smart, dude. This is what we're doing.
I'm pretty sure that knife is like literally the dullest knife you could grab.
Try this one, man. You look like you're
See that?
gonna
Dude.
break the knife.
Clean cuts. No preparation. Just
you cut yourself.
no. Sorry, that was just a.
I thought you did too. Clean cuts. Ah!
Clean cut. Ah! Remove the
Here, try
finger.
this.
All right, we're gonna bring this back around. We just want to thank everyone for being here for this podcast as they are competing for their.
Here,
Son, did you
give
get
us
that
the
snap?
knife. Adrian, can we
Oh,
use
wait,
the
wait,
knife?
careful.
Can we use the knife that actually opens? the
Negative.
pumpkins?
Why did we only bring a few sharp knives? That was our.
I blame him.
I blame. Oh, son.
Oh, they got one team's got the top off.
Okay.
All right, you might need to
Yes,
switch
sir.
knives. They'll let you guys use. They're
Here,
switching.
keep that. Can you get
Here's
the
nice
trash bag?
toast. Here we go.
I'm just gonna knock off some of these.
All right, you guys have 4 minutes left.
Did someone lock the door in case white girls start showing up?
No, Jared's here. No white girls are gonna come up.
Oh!
I had to make the joke for somebody.
My goodness.
I couldn't do it to him because he's on my team.
All right, Josh is struggling with the gray.
I do not think.
This is so gross, dude.
You're gonna break your knife, man.
This is so gross.
I do not think.
Bro, I didn't sign up for this.
I don't think. I don't think this is hollow.
You are disgusting.
Okay,
It's-
we're going for plan B.
Alright, that'll be good. This little later.
You starting to carve?
I feel like I'm not doing anything.
You're looking pretty, and that's enough.
Looking pretty. Oh, Adrian's pulling out the guts of the of the.
Yeah,
Do not like the way pumpkins
John, I think you should have went to like a different Walmart and got us an orange.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Like,
What
this
is
isn't-
that?
Not
Oh my
much.
gosh.
Guys, if we work together,
Let's
let's
just
just
carve
say
one really
screw
good
John
one.
and let's work together.
Yeah, go ahead and work together with
Yeah,
this
let's
one.
just carve a really, really dope one.
I think that one might have been too like it might have
It
been
might be a
too.
decoration pumpkin. Did you guys ever consider that maybe?
That's
It
true.
looks
Well,
like it's
Josh
zucchini.
is still trying to do something with it.
Dang. Is it just old? What?
I don't know. That pumpkin's just like not opening up.
Guys, this is really fun for me. I've never carved a pumpkin before.
I haven't either, and
I'm
we'll get
super
to.
pumped, dude. Dude, now come stick your hand in this pumpkin, dude. Oh, get your hands up in this.
I don't like the way pumpkins smell.
Try not to get in front of the camera.
No, you're good.
Light a candle.
The candle.
Get in front of the camera, dude.
He's
You're
like-
in front of the camera. I see what you meant, though, like not blocking it. No, John should be able to switch the shots then.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh, but our camera's not looking really at the pumpkins. Yeah, yucky.
Here, hang on, stop.
All right, you guys got a few minutes left.
Good, bro.
I don't
I
like
want to
that.
put some
I don't
like it that
inside
much, bro.
pumpkin juice on
It's
our
so stuck to me.
Yeah, this pumpkin smells like a fart.
That's how pumpkins are supposed to smell.
Josh is working on a face really nice and hard there.
He's doing like a sculpture. Hey, are you turning this into one of your failed fanciful tea creations?
Oh,
Fails of the week.
But really, that's good. I'm just kidding. And that was Josh's plug for the night.
I want to do the mouth.
Okay.
Oh, we're almost done.
That'll
Ross.
probably be good.
I don't know. Will it though?
Stab a hole
There's still so many
deep enough.
seeds.
All right, you guys have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
This'll be fine, yeah. Go wash
All right,
your hands.
hey, somebody. All right,
Go wash your
No, I'm
hands.
not on your team anymore.
you're right. Well, then,
Technically,
you're fired. You're fired.
Jared's going for it.
100%.
All right,
What do we want to do?
Dude, I'll be there in a second, bro.
just start working on the eyes.
We're doing A and B.
We're doing A and B.
Do the wave segment. Wait, Jared, wait. You want to do?
Josh
our
is getting
logo?
creative with the challenges
We'll do our
presented
logo?
to him.
Wait.
We'll definitely get.
it's sick. The A and B. Hold on.
Yeah.
Side at the most
Right it out.
space.
Is this gonna shove in there?
All right, you guys got 2 minutes left to complete your challenge.
Whack it. Whack it. Okay. Mouth. Get the mouth.
I'm afraid, honestly, now.
Josh, would you like this?
For yes, I will.
Oh, it's right here on the ground next to you.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to stab
This is just
enough.
guides.
I think we are.
It's just one of the guidelines.
All right, you guys have about a minute left.
Get it.
Yeah, we're
Get
gonna
it.
probably
Tiny
break
mouth.
that time.
Tiny mouth. We can do it.
I mean, I'm going as fast as I can to can be at least remotely
Guidelines.
accurate.
Guidelines.
I would not be very good at stabbing people.
Josh, Josh and Raymond are almost doing like what they call stippling, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Stippling?
Yep.
Stippling, like where you do lots of little tiny dots to make a picture,
Or felting.
or felting.
Ew,
Felt.
that's really close to something gross. Let's not say that again.
What? Alright, that's good.
All right, Adrian is beginning to carve into the pumpkin. Thank you all for joining us here. Again, if you're just joining us, we are doing the pumpkin carve challenge, which may or may not have been a good thing to open up with, but I hope you all are enjoying this. It's a little crazy.
There we go.
Josh and Raymond had a pumpkin problem because their pumpkin was not
We're
hollow.
moving past it.
But Josh is, they're moving past it, they're getting it, they're working it out.
Actually tried to cut out the block.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, really?
The little thing.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
get a lot of little flingy fling.
If you were doing it for. You should think about doing that.
This is it.
All right.
This is
This
the
is like a
one.
social media thing. Dude. Don't say too loud. There's probably Bellavita's probably. So you love Bellavita.
All right,
Velvet
and
awesome.
Adrian and Jared are making sure that we cannot see there what their pumpkin's going to turn into. I'm going to go switch back to my shot. Again, thank you all for joining us on the Serious Talk Show here live every Monday night at 9. We are doing the Pumpkin Carving Challenge. And
I'm done.
Josh is done.
I'm done.
All they can see.
Ours is the best.
Josh is
No
the
matter what they
All right, well, I'm gonna give Adrian about another minute to figure this out, and then
Okay.
You giving them extra time? I'm
Fine.
gonna wash my hands.
I'm gonna make number 2.
Ew, don't do that in
no,
here.
not number 2. You get 1 pumpkin, Josh. Good job. You can take a.
You fired.
You fired.
You fired.
You fire.
The only thing we need to do after that is.
All
You're
right.
supposed to like let these things dry out too. Like.
I'm not. I think you just cut them.
But it's fine.
But we've got it. The room smells like pumpkin,
Yeah,
which
at this point, I'm committing to what we drew.
Yeah, we definitely. That ain't even close.
Dude, it's actually the Nightwing logo, so I need you to just back off, okay?
all right, they're pushing it out. All right,
Where's the trash bag?
Oh God! When you walk out of here, it smells normal. And then
you walk
Come
in, it
back
smells
in.
like pumpkins.
it smells like nasty pumpkin.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, and we're done. So if the presenters would quickly show off their pumpkins, we're gonna
Yeah.
go.
How do we do
That's
this?
not the right way.
Okay, well,
Where's your eyes?
Josh, go ahead and show
this
that off.
this is Harold.
That's Harold.
Hints. Oh yeah, he's
Yes.
he's wearing a toupee.
It's a wig.
Where we go?
Okay, it's not his real weave.
Oh wait.
However,
That's it, dude.
he is a serial murderer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
And he has a
So-
really wooden nose.
Yes,
Serial
he does.
murderer.
Because
I don't know
his,
if I can tell.
his nose was cut off, so he had to get a wooden one.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So,
well
this, this is Harold. Everybody give it up for Harold.
Harold.
Yay!
good job, guys. Good job.
Awesome, congratulations, Jared. Will you show off our Nightwing pump?
I'm kind of embarrassed by it.
All right.
Hey, I'm embarrassed for
This
you.
is our supposed to be the A and B.
We didn't
logo.
clear it out.
A and B.
We didn't think it through that well. We were on a
Not
time
gonna
limit.
lie though, it
Almost
it is
looks like
actually the
Batman.
Nightwing. It's the Nightwing logo.
That's not
for sure.
bad. I will
Looks like
say
they
that's
just
pretty good.
For a 5-minute time limit, we didn't really clear it out that well, but look, we got a perfect top. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Josh is a little.
execution.
Yeah.
That's what you
Cool.
want.
Josh, you
what
mind
you want
resetting
right
that
there.
camera up?
Sure.
That's what you
We
want.
won.
All right, wash my hands. We're coming back.
All right.
Alright,
Yours?
turn the monitor so I can see.
I think we all know who won that.
Yeah, definitely the injured Michael Bay.
Well, as we're moving on from that, we're going to move into this new segment. Let us know if you like Adrian and Jared's pumpkin a little bit better, or if you like Harold. So
Harold.
that's good. Okay.
I do
So-
think Harold does look pretty good.
Harold does look really good.
Cannot lie.
All right, that was a fun challenge. Thanks for Raymond for recommending that to us. All right, Adrian, are you ready?
Always, man.
All right, so the reason that I rarely ever
Uh-oh.
carve pumpkins anymore. This is story time with Josh.
Yeah.
The reason I rarely ever carve pumpkins is every time I carve a pumpkin
Hello?
and display it for the world to see, someone smashes it.
Oh,
Every time,
What if
without
someone
Yeah.
just
fail.
came out of nowhere with a hammer and just smashed your pumpkin right there?
What is?
Yeah, you didn't.
Like the Kool-Aid man jumps through the wall. Oh yeah! Oh no!
All right, well, let's move on to our next segment. That was fun.
Oh,
but
my.
We're moving into our next segment called "What Would You Do?"
Carve more pumpkins.
That was a real scream.
That was a scream. But
That was him.
That wasn't me.
that wasn't Jared. But this is basically like a story that you can be part of yourself. So we tell the story, and there's a couple options, and everyone in the room has to agree on the options that would be the best.
Look at that. See how it's
So
Other way.
other way.
we're getting it.
We're just getting some shots set back up.
There we go.
Better.
All right, so this thing, I'm going to go ahead and narrate the story, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of options, and you guys have to decide which options you would like to proceed through, and it kind of determines how the story goes. Are you good?
So
Yeah, I'm
like,
good. Let's
You
do
good
it.
over there?
karate.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Beat up the ghosts.
That was me practicing beating up those clowns. When they, yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
So it all begins on a dark, stormy twilight. The sun shines only through a gray veil as it tries desperately to pierce through the dark clouds surrounding it. Lightning flashes in the background, thunder rolls slowly, shortly, and continues into a crescendo as you feel the ground beneath you tremble from the sound. You breathe in and continue walking towards the abandoned dark house you know you must go into. Your brother is in there, but he hasn't been heard from or seen since he went in there the other day. You can't wait any longer to go searching for him. So do you, A, walk up to the door of the house, B, decide you're okay not knowing what happened to him, or C, would you like to cry?
Okay, well, Raymond, I know
B.
your first instinct is to go with cry, but I think, guys, we should do...
B, totally.
I got this thing, actually.
You
You
gotta
guys
get
are
out.
heartless. You know what, though? I don't even emotionally connect to the story because I don't have a brother, so...
I'm gonna say B because he's already been in there for a couple of days.
So yeah, that's true.
You
Let's
already
just-
left him for days.
It would
More
probably
like 10
scar
minutes.
you
If I haven't
more.
heard, I'd be in that door.
Let's
It's
see.
not
Do you guys
days.
want a 30-second segment, or do we want it?
Yeah, we can end this right now if you want to.
I don't need him.
All right, go
For the
with me.
sake of the story, we should pick A.
Let's at least get our options. We don't.
Let's-
we can leave the house at any time, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's check it out.
Okay,
All right,
you
A.
guys.
Let's
all
go with
right.
A.
Let's give it a go. Suicide, 100%.
You decide to walk up to the door of the house. You notice it seems unlocked, but you also notice there's a window that you could enter through as well to the left. Do you A, enter the door, or B, enter the window?
B.
No, we're
I
going
would do
through
the
the front
door.
door.
You're going through the front door?
Like the
Yeah.
window just seems
It's a trap.
like, what if there's glass and you have to like crawl on it and it cuts you and then you die?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking
what
the
if
door?
He wants us to go through the window.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
He left it unlocked because he knew that'd be the smart move.
Okay, yeah, I vote door.
Okay, we're going to move through the door. You enter the door. As you enter the door, you enter a foyer, and you notice there is a room to the left and a room to the right, as well as a staircase leading upstairs. You listen closely, and you hear a muffled voice coming from upstairs. Do you A, climb the stairs, B, go to the lounge to the left, or go to the dining room to the right?
I go to the lounge because that's where the window was headed.
Let's
Dining room food.
go to the dining
Hey.
room.
You go to the dining
you
room.
not
and
seen
get some weapons.
Scooby Doo, they always go to the kitchen first.
Let's
Yeah,
get some weapons from the kitchen.
So you guys would like to go to the lounge first, then?
No.
Kitchen.
Well, you have to
Dining
your
room.
right is the dining room.
Dining room.
To the left. Okay. See, you go to the dining room.
Yeah.
You go into the dining room and you try to walk over to the center of the room, but all of a sudden the floor, which seems sturdy at first, collapses beneath you. You try to
Thanks,
hang
guys.
on to the remaining parts of the floor, but you are cut by a nail and fall into the darkness below. You hit the ground with a thud and are okay minus the cut to your hand from the nail.
Thanks, guys.
It's okay. I had
Someone
my
left.
tetanus shot.
You had your tetanus.
We're good.
We're good.
Okay, so A, do you try to stop the light and find something, or to find something to stop the bleeding, or do you B, call for help?
Try and stop.
What are we?
bleeding.
Wait.
Your
What are we
brother's been there for
calling with?
days.
Are we calling with a phone or are we calling with our voice?
Are
Are we going to be like 911? What's your emergency? Or is it going to be like
you don't?
help me?
Help killer.
You're too young to have a cell phone.
Then I would
Oh.
stop.
Okay,
the
then I
blood.
would stop the bleeding.
Your brother's already been in there for days.
Okay, yeah.
Like no one's coming to help.
So,
Yeah.
so you guys want A? You want to try to find a light and stop the bleeding?
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
There was
whatever.
no C.
Or stop the light and find the bleeding. One or the other.
Okay. Well, you look for something to stop the bleeding, but you find a light switch and turn it on. A single dim old light turns on and barely illuminates the basement of the house. You look around and see knives, guns, bear traps, and a rag that you see, and you immediately grab it to put around your hand to stop the bleeding.
How did we get here? We were looking for weapons.
Dibs on the gun.
Would you like the gun?
Yeah.
On
we-
everything else.
We
Right.
want the
Rambo.
1982 model 62 double barrel 16 gauge shotgun breech load.
Well, as it has
Or an
it,
assault rifle.
that gun actually
Or that.
exists in this story, and it is there for you to grab. Hung up on the shelf for you to grab. So you
I'll take double wielding
you grab
Rugers.
you grab the gun, But you
I
also
want the shotgun that like the Terminator has.
Do they, while we're at it, do they have any like RPGs?
do they have any RPGs?
Do they have
Unfortunately,
any armies
they're in
to
a state
control?
that doesn't allow you to have those kind of
But,
things.
How about
you get a
grenades?
Shotgun, but I don't get my RPG.
I love that John has provided this story, and still every question we're like, but
But
that's great and all. Are there grenades?
are there grenades? No grenades. This is not a.
Okay.
I'm
Roller
terrorist.
knives.
People live in this house.
Can I tomahawk somebody?
Sure, you can grab
Here's
the
a question.
All right,
How
you
ma-
have
how
the
many-
tomahawk. You have two hands. You get
How
two
many
options.
shells do we have?
You have 3 shells
Okay.
Where'd you pull that number from?
from the top of my head. Okay.
That's not a lot.
He was thinking of the
It's
amount
not
of brain
allowed.
cells
Not
he
allowed.
had, and so that was as high as he could count.
Can I
I
get
want a
like
ruler and
a katana in one hand,
Yeah.
and then like
And-
a little
and the
pistol in the other?
All right. You
Maybe
got.
like a Uzi.
We already got the shotgun in your hand. That special
Yeah,
1985.
a katana
That's
and a
it.
shotgun. That's what we
I
got.
want
Yeah,
my
that's good.
tomahawk and my Ruger.
I would rather have an Uzi.
Okay. Okay, so you
That's
got a
cool.
shotgun and an Uzi. I'll
No,
allow
I
that.
have a katana and an Uzi.
Oh my God.
He's the shotgun guy.
Yeah.
He's the shoddy boy.
All right. Well,
Shoddy boy.
as you gather some weapons to
Shoddy.
use to possibly use later on in the store, you also notice there are stairs leading out of the basement, and you hear strange noises coming from this dark corner of the basement that you can't see into.
Just shoot it up.
I don't even want to look.
Yeah,
I'm
shoot it.
blasting it
You're-
away.
Shoot it.
It could be our brother. It's cool.
So
Shoot it.
Screw anything in that general
well, there was two
direction.
options. So I'm assuming that you don't want to climb the stairs. You want to stay in the basement and basically look around and just shoot, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Not even looking.
Just
Okay, you're not
screw
even
anything in that direction.
All right, you shoot
Get your
into
brother.
the darkness, and all you hear is a metal clang. And as you go in, you find you see what you shot was just an old kitchen food elevator that you think you can fit into. It seems to go all the way up the stairs, or all the way to the upstairs part of the building. Do
I say
you
no.
A, climb the stairs to get out
Tight
of the basement,
spaces, Z.
or
Yeah,
do you get into the food elevator?
I climbed
Okay.
the stairs.
I would climb the stairs, and the reason is, no food elevator that I have ever seen can you fit a double barrel shotgun. in. So that means you're leaving your gun. So I
this
would
is
climb the
actually
stairs.
this is a fairly large.
Or
food
there's someone
elevator?
Tiny,
standing
too.
right there at the top of it.
Also-
as soon as you open the door, they can just like stop.
We just hosed
Suck.
this thing, so I don't even know if it's gonna work.
That too.
Okay.
We did just shoot the crap out of it.
Yeah, climb the stairs.
All right.
It was a cool plot
fall
point,
to a
though,
second
that
basement.
would have been cool if we had gone with
You climb the stairs and you find yourself in a kitchen. It looks like it hasn't been touched in years, but it has old spoiled food everywhere. You notice again an old kitchen food elevator that you think you can fit into.
All right, let's
now
do
that's
it.
more in the
I,
light.
Is
I
it
see a
the same-
recurring theme
Let's
here.
do it.
Yeah, is it
That
the
every
same
room
one?
is gonna have one until we take one.
Yes.
So
Let's take the elevator.
you get into the food elevator.
Wait, but what was the other option? Just so we know.
You can move into the hallway to get to the study.
and then fall through the study to the basement where there's a food elevator.
I mean, that might happen, or there might
Literally,
be.
you're just walking around the house going, man, these people were hungry.
They needed their food fast.
You go to take a poop, and there's a food elevator.
Can we just like build some stairs up to the very tippy top?
To the
This
very
is
tippy
not
top.
like a.
Well, there's not
Fortnite.
a whole.
It's multiple choice. This is
Can
not a
we play
fill in the blank.
Fortnite? Just build.
Would
to
you
the
like?
top?
Okay, so quickly, would you like to go to the food elevator or move into the hallway to get to the study?
Food elevator.
Elevator.
Let's just take this elevator.
Elevator.
Just
Can we all
elevate it up.
three go at once?
Can we all go to each food
Sure.
elevator?
Sure.
In every
Yes.
room and just
You can all three go at once.
split up at this point.
You ride the elevator up to the top of the house and get out, and you find that it strangely is in a closet that you go into, and you hear your brother's voice on the other side of the door. Do you open the door, or would you like to go back down the elevator?
Open the door. We're there.
I'd go back down
I'm
and up
gonna
the
have
stairs.
my weapons ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, open the door, but
Open
I'm
it.
pointing the shotgun
It's
already.
I
definitely.
guess I'm the
not
terrible
him.
human.
All right.
I'd go back down and go up the stairs.
Okay.
Going
Let's
from a
go.
different
Let's get a
angle.
different food elevator.
Yeah, this one's too cliche, too easy.
Too easy. Okay.
So
you
you open
open
the door.
Opening the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You open the door and you see your brother tied up in a chair, But as you begin to feel relieved that you have found him, you notice next to him a man in a mask who is sitting slightly in the dark with
I
his
shoot
hands
him.
together.
I shoot him.
Have you guys seen those movies that are like where like how this movie should have ended or something like that?
Yes.
Like literally the guy's like
Yes.
starting the monologue and just blows him up like done.
Just like open
Uzi, open season on
Just
whatever.
empty the whole clip. Just
As he's sitting at,
throw the gun.
he slightly leans forward to look at you through the mask.
I shoot him.
Okay.
Wait, the brothers in the mask or the
The villain and your
masked
brother sitting
villain?
there. So the problem is the
Wait,
brother.
order of people.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't miss
brother
this.
is like he's right behind the brother. So if you shoot, there's a chance you shoot your brother.
I still
Except for
shoot
me
him.
because I have a single shot weapon.
You do have a
I
single
would just
shot.
be like, "What's up, bro?
And then go back down the food
Okay.
elevator.
Yeah.
What's up with this, dude? Quickly,
I'll go for
Don't know what's
right?
happening here. Y'all look like you're having fun. You have a good one.
I was just checking in on you.
I'll
Making
tell
sure
mom
you're
you're late for
good.
dinner. Everything will be all right.
All right. So
It's like, dude, take that mask off. Let's head down this food elevator.
Get
We'll
some
grab
real
a
food.
bite. We'll get a Waffle House.
Let me get you a bite.
So in the end of this, you guys, your strategy would be to
Shoot.
try to get him to get a bite at
Shoot.
Waffle House.
I mean, dude, I could go for a bite.
It's either that or shoot.
If I'm a masked villain, I'm like, do I want to kill someone or do I want
Wanna
Waffle
eat
House
on them.
on them?
Like they're gonna pay.
I
Obviously.
mean, have you ever seen that tried out? How do you know it's
No,
not gonna work?
True.
I suspect to a murderer that Waffle House on them means something completely different.
That's if anything, that's just a better prime
burying
ground for killing.
That's burying them under a waffle.
You know how many people just brazenly stumble out of Waffle House?
What if we?
I've been to
forget-
Waffle House at late.
What if we do like a Davy Jones type thing where we get one soul, but we get them like a bunch more?
True. Okay.
So, like, trade him
So that's what you
70
would do.
neighborhood
We'll give
kids
you-
for our brother?
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Jared, give me a quick end to this. How do you think? What would you do, and how do you think it would end? I'm going to give you the final say to this story here.
Yeah, exactly what I just said. I know this Waffle House. You give me my bro, and
Give me my bro.
I'll just show you around. Say,
Get you a
Hey.
waffle. Good to go.
oh yeah, definitely we're getting a waffle for sure.
Okay, well, that's the end to that. What would you do story? Obviously, the end of it would be you go into a dark, creepy house, do all the things they say not to do in the movie. You scream at the horror movies not to do, and then take the guy to Waffle House.
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
think we should
great
make a
story.
short film out of that.
We definitely should. That'd be
he's
hilarious.
probably pretty cool guy.
It is.
I would literally walk. Knowing if it was someone in my family, I'd be like, "Okay, what'd he do? What'd he do now?"
Well, that was what would you do? And now we're moving into something a little bit more crazy, a little bit more extreme.
Pumpkin carving?
This is the crazy news segment.
Welcome to the internet, your gateway to adventure.
Did you make that video?
Whose
I
hand is
definitely
that?
I don't know. It's some guy on YouTube.
Why?
It's crazy news of the week.
The internet.
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome
With the crazy
to
news
the
of the week.
internet.
All right, we're gonna do some crazy news of the weeks, and I'm gonna want each of you to respond to each of these stories. So here we go.
Nah.
Number one, we have the real life up. British adventurer flies across South Africa
What?
in a camping chair tied to 100 helium balloons, and I have
How does he
What?
like eat?
a picture.
I'd do it. Yeah, I'd do it.
So that's a man.
Impressive.
Would you do it? Okay.
No.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No.
Is that the old dude from Up?
Okay.
Pixar's Up.
If I have a parachute, I would do it.
Okay, if you have a parachute, you would do
Yeah,
it.
you gotta have some sort of like.
This
Gotta be a way of
A
escape. there.
fall arrest system.
The funny thing is, this man wants to make it actually a racing sport now, which seems a little ridiculous to
Oh,
me.
you bring like
Man, that'd be fun.
leaf blowers that are gas powered or something, and you only get one tank. So you blow the leaf blower to like push you further, like in video games.
That would be hilarious. All right, the next story we have is expanding foam goes off in a garden shed, and something just beautiful happens.
Expanding foam.
Yeah.
Oh, foam.
Whoa!
What?
So this went off in this guy's garage, and I guess it either made stuff fall down or it trapped some of his things on the ground in this expanding foam.
Interesting.
So he's kind of out of some tennis rackets there.
That's
Oh,
like
'cause
a
it
piece
seals
of
up,
artwork.
right?
Yeah,
it looks-
he could hit it with some paint thinner.
I
and it
think
would
he was
dissolve
creating
the
an
foam.
advantage for himself with tennis.
Or he's gonna sell that
That's
for a
what I
lot of
think.
money.
Yeah.
Because that's a piece
I
of
think he
artwork.
just wanted to step up on his A game. His backswing was lacking in that like bottom quadrant, and he just
Bottom
needed
quadrant.
another.
Now he can hold the
He
foam
needed 2
can
rackets.
instead.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but would any of you vote for that to
He
be
could spin the can like,
to win a
through his
prize?
hand.
Is this art to you?
What prize?
It depends on what else is around it, but I would vote for it if that's the best, obviously.
Art. Josh, is that art? Yes or no?
I think
I think
it
here's,
if it was
here's
done
the thing to
intentionally.
consider. Here's something to consider.
I think it's an accident.
But here's something to consider. If you think about it, with art especially, it's just the tearing down of things or the reconstruction of items that are at a disposal. So if you think about it, even though he's not the artist of it,
It
Mike
is.
Can is the good artist.
It's an art.
no, it is an art because it's just a reconstruction.
abstract.
It's an abstract art.
By that logic, Frankenstein is art.
Right. Anything that you reconstruct, because art is completely subjective. So if you find value in it, if people want to buy that, there's people who have literally bought in like a trash can.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, Harold is now for sale. We're going to start the bid at $700,000 because that's what it's worth to me.
But
Good luck at that.
Yeah.
Art
I'll
is
give you, like,
subjective.
a high five.
Art is subjective. That's what we learned.
never
Okay,
know.
on to
Give
the
you
next.
maybe a high
Never
five.
know.
Yeah.
On to the next story.
Harold a high
On to the
five.
next story. Here we go. A bearded seal was removed from the airport after blocking the runway.
Bearded? I don't see a single nice beard on that thing.
He's got that nice little ice beard going for him. This
Oh.
He looks
hashtag
like
Alaska
he looks
problems.
Like, the look on his face is like, oh crap, guys, how'd I get here?
It looks like he's just frozen
you
to
help me?
the terminal.
Yeah.
He looks like, I'm
He's
adorable.
melting.
He's like a dog. He looks like a dog in the face.
Oh my gosh. So great. I mean, interesting living in Alaska. We also have, kind of going with our Halloween theme here, a scary idea: Starbucks zombie frappuccino, which includes whipped cream brains. This is on their menu. There's not a picture of it, but would you order this from Starbucks?
Oh wait, I think my sister got it.
I probably
Did you?
wouldn't. I'd just get chocolate coffee.
Just
Like
get chocolate
this.
coffee. Let's see if I.
I would get iced coffee.
Here, actually, I do have a picture.
Yeah,
of it.
chocolate iced coffee, just like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stick with the caramel macchiato.
There's the. There it is, right there.
And I could go for an iced caramel macchiato.
There's the. There's the,
Interesting.
the cream brains.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
Concept
like they do
art.
the pink like whipped cream. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe then, if it's just pink whipped cream.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
I thought,
so
I
it's-
thought
It's
they
just
had,
a Halloween joke.
I thought they made it look like brains on top.
No, no,
It's
no.
kind of. It's
so
kind
it's
of.
not real brains.
Oh, it's not real
No.
brains. It's just they're trying to make it like seem all like scary and Halloweenish.
Granted,
It's not
I've
real
never
brains, I don't
seen
want it.
brains, so I
You
don't
never
know
seen
what
hot,
brains
You never
is.
seen pig brains? Literally, when we're in like school.
Are you a pig?
Literally, when
We
we're in,
might have whipped cream brains.
maybe, but literally when we're in school, like elementary school, and they show us like, well, there's a picture of a brain, and that's literally what our brain looks like.
What if they've been lying this whole time?
What
You
about
know,
Bin Laden?
Conspiracy.
An interesting fact about the brain.
What if Starbucks has been supplying the brains all?
So-
No, I'm not ready for that.
something
Kindly,
inter-
dude.
interesting thing about brains is that the brain has decided everything we know about itself.
It literally named itself.
Wow.
The brain named itself.
Dang.
I think brains look like
Okay.
Josh.
I don't know how we
Are
devolved.
you
It's
the
a
original
compliment.
brain? Are you the
I'll take that as a
original brain?
compliment.
We kind of devolved into the subject here, so we're gonna keep going. Number coming in number 5. Customer was trapped in a beer cooler overnight, and he was cited for drinking.
Well, what else do you do?
This. So he found himself locked overnight in a Wisconsin store's beer cooler.
And you're in Wisconsin.
I know.
What else do you do?
He was cited for theft when he helped himself to some beverages, and so they.
Dude, that's the best way to go out.
I would
He
blame
was
it
like,
on them.
I'm gonna freeze to my death. Clinked his own glasses.
Kicked him back.
Kind of funny story. And to wrap it up, I'm gonna show you this this crazy video, which is I find absolutely hilarious of road rage gone wrong. Let me
I
go
think I
ahead.
know what you're about to play.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick.
Please.
Honestly, though, if I was locked in that beer
quick.
cooler, I would have been throwing beer glasses at the door to try and break it. Because they're all made of glass.
Here's a question. Do we have a call-in number?
We do, but it's not up right now.
Oh, it's not up.
It's not up right now. Here we go.
You can't just
Oh,
stop there.
All right, so this guy is just kind of like this white car in front of him, just kind of like stopping for no reason.
We're waiting for a person. Put an indicator on. They're not waiting for anyone.
He's letting the black car out, but for no
What
reason.
are you doing? Bates! Oh,
Dude.
Mate, put it in park. It's still in reverse. Mate, put your car in park. You're
He
still in
still has the
reverse.
car in reverse. He hasn't
Mate,
put the car.
put the car in park.
My favorite part
What are you doing?
is this part.
Flips over.
This when he, literally the moment he realizes his car's still moving.
Oh, no, 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 no.
He lost his shoe.
And then that watch, no, let it go. And then he starts running around like the back, and then the front, and then they're, it's like they don't know where
Mate,
each
put it in
other are.
park. It's still in reverse.
Your car's
Mate,
still
put
in
your car
reverse.
Oh my.
Oh my
What a
god.
tool.
Oh my gosh, I can so relate to so
So
many.
here drives like
Total duel. Okay.
What a tool.
What a.
What,
Nobody?
what a
Alright.
tool. But that kind of wraps up our crazy news of the week. Have any of
That
you
was
ever,
crazy.
I mean, how many times have we been in traffic here in Columbia, South Carolina, where we literally watch someone do like, what are you doing? Like, where did you learn how to drive?
Daily.
Every
I
day.
in the state can drive.
when I lived in Charleston, I know this isn't Columbia, but we were at a standstill for like a long time. And I mean, like, I didn't move for like 45 minutes at least.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, because they're small enough, motorcyclists, like
Actually-
4, 5, 6 of them, and I wanted to open my door and just be like, shouldn't have been there. I had to get out and pee.
According to Department of Transportation laws, motorcycles are allowed to travel in between lanes and on emergency lanes because they are small enough to fit in between cars.
Screw them.
It's one of the benefits of driving a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Dying, getting through cars.
Random fact of the week.
Very interesting. Well,
It would be on you.
speaking
Not
of
if I
random
just got out to
facts.
have to pee.
Speaking of random facts,
Blame it
we
on that.
have we're going to test your knowledge and see how well each of you knows Halloween and some of its background with a quick quiz. So you guys ready?
Me and John will ask the question
Yeah.
since I'm looking at the
All
screen.
Yeah.
The answer is always C.
Always.
Always.
That's
All
his
right.
BS.
All right. What is the word Halloween an abbreviation of? Is it Hallows Eve, Saints Eve, or All Hallows Eve?
Hallows Eve.
Okay.
Hallows Eve.
Okay.
I'll do All Hallows Eve, even though I think it's.
Jared would be correct. It is All Hallows Eve.
What?
I only did it to be different.
To make it.
Dude, I was looking at you with my eyes like, please. I'm gonna keep track of everybody's score too, but I'm gonna read the second question. So, next up is number 2. It says, "What ancient Celtic festival did Halloween originate from? Winter's End, B. Autumn's End, or C. Summer's End?"
Autumn's End.
Summer's in.
That would be different again.
Being different.
Yeah. So, John.
Yep. Jared would be correct again. It is Summer's End. You.
That's what I really thought it was.
That's okay. Nice.
Anybody else mad right now?
Not me.
All right. Moving on. Number 3. What would you traditionally bob for at a Halloween party?
Apples.
His
Oranges,
answer is-
oranges, pumpkins, or apples?
Apples.
Pumpkins.
Apples.
Totally
Bobbing for
Jared,
pumpkins.
could you seriously bob for some pumpkins? We'll get a big container. We'll
Dude,
fill
that
up with
guy's
some
got a
water.
big mouth.
We'll get you. We'll see if you can bob some pumpkins.
Yeah,
I wanna
I'd say
see this.
apples, too. Apples have to be.
No.
right.
You gonna go apples?
I did apples as a kid.
I'm gonna do oranges.
You
That's
can
what
do
it's
oranges.
gonna be.
Okay.
It's gonna be something stupid because they're like pumpkins, but they're not as big.
Is that your final answer? So Josh, what
Yes. Apples.
Pumpkins.
Oranges.
do you have? Okay, Josh would be correct. It's apples. Sometimes these obvious answers are the right one. Okay.
Looks like
What?
I'm losing again.
All right. What were jack-o'-lanterns carved from before pumpkins were used? So, was it A. turnips, B. parsnips,
Parsnips.
or C. Broccoli?
Broccoli.
Turnips.
All right, we got turnips.
Raymond? Parsnips,
Turnip.
turnips, or broccoli?
Turn up because they can get huge.
Okay.
There's an entire child's book about the biggest turnip.
Turnips.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Yeah, so it would be turnips. You guys are all right.
Hey, guys,
well,
turn up.
obviously,
Do that.
you can't really carve parsnips
No.
or broccoli. I don't really know how you carve.
I mean, you could make a tree sculpture.
So far in the running, we have Raymond with 1 point, Jared with 2, Josh with 2.
I just got this one.
Yeah. Oh, you did get this.
Yeah, you
One,
missed the other one. You
two,
did pumpkins. So
three.
stupid, right?
No, but he got 2 before he and I even got a.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Not-
at 3.
Yeah,
No.
We're on the 5th question.
1, 2, 3.
He got 3 and got 2
I was
wrong.
up 2-0 from the beginning.
Yeah.
So he just.
Oh,
answered.
you're right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I've
forgot
got 1
point.
point. He's got 2 points.
All
Yes.
right.
Okay.
All right.
All
When
right, guys, turn
You're
up.
right, though.
when were Halloween
Hey,
greeting
turn up.
cards first made? When were Halloween greeting cards first made? In the 1700s, the 1800s, or the 1900s?
Well, paper wasn't made until sometime in the 1900s, so I'm gonna say 1900s.
1800s.
Because how can you call something a card if it's not made out of paper?
So you're saying 1900s? Or what were you saying?
He said 18.
Oh, he said 18. Josh
no,
said 18.
I said 18. He said 19.
Maybe
Okay.
I need to, when was paper made?
Well, let's call up Dunder Mifflin.
I
Okay.
mean, they wrote,
They write on stuff called papyrus.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
originally what paper was.
That's-
I'm going to do
Yes.
17.
Paper's been around a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 1700s.
So 2 17s and 1 for 18?
All right, you guys are all wrong. It was the
1900s.
1900s. It was
Should've
also
stuck with it.
It was also greeting cards. I don't really think they had those until people could actually travel and live long enough to kind of make it to Halloween.
All right, number 6. We have, what is a group of witches called? Okay, so you have a group of witches. Is it A, a coven, B, a cloven, or C, a clover?
Coven.
Cloven.
I'm going to go at Coven.
So 2 for coven, 1 for cloven. A lot of coven and cloven on this.
A lot of C11.
Right.
Yeah, the answer is actually a coven. So you two got it right.
Congratulations.
2, 2, 4.
Time with Josh.
What does the Old English word hallow mean? Does it mean saint, devil, or angel?
Did you get... Sorry.
Angel.
I just was noticing how, like, very flamboyant John did that. He was like, was it a saint, an angel, or a devil?
I'm trying to add some inflection into it.
I'm going to say a saint.
Josh is going with the saints. Okay.
Angel.
Going with the angels.
Saint, devil, or angel? Okay, so think of it as this. It's all we already established that it's All Hallows Eve, right? So all Saints Eve, all Devil's Eve, or
okay,
all
I want to
Angels'
change my answer.
Okay.
Devil.
Okay. Jared, what would you like to go with?
That's what I thought. But
Devil.
Well,
El Diablo.
I'm
dang.
going to do Angel.
You do angel? You are all wrong. It is
It's all
actually saints.
Eve. Yeah.
Is
So
that not
historically
interesting?
Wow,
speaking,
so the
it was-
Deathly Hallows, the Deathly Saints.
So All
I was thinking
Hallows
Harry
Eve
Potter.
was. I thought All Hallows. Yeah. So All Hallows Eve became Halloween because people who were like into witchcraft and rebellion and like they hated the church. They did so like the day before All Saints Day, which is the day after Halloween, November 1st. All Hallows Eve became a night of trickery and corruption. So that's why like All Saints Eve they ended up changing to Halloween.
Yeah.
So it still has the word saint in
Saint.
it, but they corrupted it.
Yep.
So it's actually historically. I don't know how like factual that was. That's just from my recollection.
All
But
right. Good job, everyone. Okay, so next question is what is the
what is
day?
the day after
Halloween
you,
card?
You got to read it flamboyantly. It's my turn.
Okay,
to read
go
a
and
question.
But didn't you just
We're doing one and
tell
one.
us?
We
Yeah,
just
okay.
Yeah, he just told us
Told
the
us
answer.
the answer.
No.
All Saints
So what
Day.
is the day after All
Saints
Halloween?
Day.
No. What? Just look. Can I read the multiple choice?
All
please?
Saints
No.
Day.
No.
Is it A, All Souls Day, B, All Saints Day,
B.
or C, All Sinners
B.
Day?
I'm
B,
gonna go
B,
B.
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 All right, you guys are wrong. It's
B,
All Souls Day.
Souls Day.
You just told us All Saints Day.
It is B as in Baxter.
This is the day after
This
Halloween.
is the day after Halloween.
We know. Like,
You just
told
said
us.
that
Okay,
November
but
1st was All Saints Day.
Yeah, it was All Hallows Eve, and then it was.
You need
I
to
can't
go back
remember
and
what the
listen
day
to what you
Both
just told
names
us.
have been changed. So one got changed into Halloween, which used to be something else, and now it's changed, or it was changed for
I
All
give up.
Souls Day.
Okay.
Whatever, I'm still winning.
Actually, that could just be like a screw up.
No, it's not a screw up because it didn't say November 1st. I think it's just what does the Old English word hallow mean? It wasn't saying the day, so that's why.
Hold on. I'm looking it up.
Next question, please.
All right. Well,
No, it's all.
It's also
Yeah, no, scroll back up. That's wrong.
John, I'll take Halloween for
It's
2000,
the day after
please.
all. The day after All Saints Day is All Souls Day.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what the question says. What is the day after Halloween called?
No,
No.
that would no. October 31st is All Hallows Eve or Halloween.
Uh-huh.
The next day is All Saints Day. So this quiz actually got it wrong.
Oh,
November
okay.
2nd. So I'll give you guys credit because that was right. Yeah, it was.
Good
so,
job.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's All Souls, All Saints, and then there's one other one.
It still
Okay.
doesn't matter because we all are still at the same.
No,
All right.
you're at 5, and everyone
Well,
else is
they're
at
all-
3.
All right. Well, here we got one more question to see if we can separate some people. What do pumpkins grow on? Stalks, trees, or vines?
Vines.
Vines.
All right, you guys are all right.
Yep.
We'll do one more round of questions. See if we can do that. What was Dr. Frankenstein's first name? Victor, Frank, or Fred?
Fred.
All right, we got one Fred.
Victor.
We got one Victor.
Gotta do Frank, I guess. You all guys. Someone's got to pull ahead. Out of me and him, at least.
Frank Frankenstein. You're asking me to be wrong.
Asking me to be wrong.
Sure.
Who's
You're
not
gonna
seen
win
the
either
movie?
way.
All right.
I.
is so
I'm
easy.
still up by 2 points though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still.
I'll do Frank.
Okay. The correct answer was Victor. So
That's what I thought.
that kind of brings us to the end of the
seen
quiz.
Victor Frankenstein.
Congrat-
Frankenstein.
Congratulations to Jared, who seems to know the most when it comes to trivia for
I
it.
seem to know the least again.
Hey, I mean, there's always next week.
This isn't what I know things about.
Maybe we should bring the chalice of knowledge onto this channel.
would you like
John doesn't want the chalice of knowledge.
Would you like? Well, I have my own chalice.
Yes,
I
but
don't
it's
think I want
it
the
has
chalice
nothing
of
in
knowledge.
it.
It might though. So that is about going to wrap up our Halloween edition of the Serious Talk Show. But first, before we go, I'd like to hear from everyone. What's your favorite part about Halloween or Harvest Festival, as I'm sure some of us had growing up? You like that?
Honestly, this is my least favorite holiday.
Yeah.
But I guess my favorite thing about it is the really cool Halloween costumes that come out. Like, I just saw one today where it has the father, his wife, and his 3 kids, and they all dressed up as a Scooby-Doo gang.
That's
And
kinda
it was
cool.
like, his
That's kinda
wife was Scooby-Doo, he was Shaggy, and he was holding her.
cool. Mhm.
One of the daughters was Velma, and the other one was
Daphne.
and then his son was Fred. He was like, hand on the hip, and he was like pointing. And it was just so cute. It was really cute.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
And then
I will say, like, when I was a kid, we came in from the generation of, like, where, like, the Christian community was, like, very anti-Halloween from, like, the early 2000s and on. And so, like, my earliest memory was, like, in kindergarten. My parents let me dress up for Halloween, and I was, like, Cat in the Hat. And, like, I went around the neighborhood just getting stuff, and it was all decked out. But then, like, as I got older, like, moving out of elementary, my parents were like, Halloween is bad and it's evil because of its historical origins. And, like, now that we've kind of moved into more of a postmodern Christianity, people are like, it's for candy. Like, let's not give it. Power is given based on what you give power to. And I think as, like, the Christian community has kind of moved out of that side of Christianity where everything was, like, judgmental, like, oh my gosh, don't read Harry Potter or you're going to go to hell. Like, that kind of, that's kind of where we are now. So it's, no, but it's good. Like, it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I watched all the all the, like, Harry Potter books, and now I get to dress up. Like, I was dressed up as Ace Ventura the other day.
Nice.
Find me any other holiday where it's appropriate to do that, It's fun.
Any other cool costumes anyone can think of? And before
I have
everyone
one
goes,
more.
someone did have this cool idea with the costume. It was couple's costume. Someone told me about. Was Martin Luther, and then the girl is the 95 Theses. Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Nope.
I saw
Just
one
had a
that
really inappropriate joke.
The guy dressed up as Bob
Did
Ross.
he bang her on the wall?
Oh my god.
The guy dressed up as Bob Ross, and the girl dressed up as
That's
the
what he
pencil.
did.
And it was kind of adorable.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Because he had his huge fro, and she was
That's
just like
sick.
a big painting.
My friends did that last year. It was cool.
Oh, wow.
I've seen some good ones this year. I've seen, like, Barbie and Ken dolls.
I saw one where the girl was dressed up as like a nun, and he was dressed up as a priest, and they were like kind of like a couple thing where like all matched each other. I've actually
That's
seen
kinda
that
cool.
one in person this year. Like,
Halloween
the
is probably my favorite holiday just because we get to like hang out with friends and just have fun and dress
Yeah,
up.
Jared actually, him and his roommates at his house, they threw like a really sick Halloween party this year. So
I
actually,
didn't
that's
get the
why
text
I
till
got
the next
to.
morning.
Yeah,
My phone
that's where we
kinda
were.
like-
So I was actually dressed up as Ace Ventura that night, and he was the geek. And actually, if you guys head over to my Facebook page, my personal one, you'll see a picture. It says like Ace Ventura, geek detective.
It was a little much.
Yeah,
But it was cool. All right. Well, that about wraps up our Halloween edition of the Serious Talk show.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember to go to our Adrian and John page and like us. We do the show weekly. We're going to be taking a break in 2 weeks because John and I will be going to Norway.
And we will not be able to run the
podcast.
No way, run to Norway.
No way you could do the podcast from Norway either.
But we want to thank our sponsor, Archetype 4, which is a local media consulting group, for sponsoring this show tonight. Be sure to check them out at archetype4.com for any needs you might have for your business, ministry, whatever you do. If you
production, basically, yeah. So the media, consulting thing we can do. But they do all production level things. They do website creation, video content, photography, and social media marketing to really help. The whole thing is let our success be your success. Yeah. So we want to help businesses grow in South Carolina. We love our community, and we think there's a lot of great businesses here that need a better stage. So
yeah,
thank you guys again for watching. Follow us on all the social media links. They will be provided, and tune in next week as we go back to our regular serious talk.
What was that?
Well, this was like special because it was Halloween, but
so this was like spooky.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was definitely
the normal edition. Serious Talk Show.
Jazz hands.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Every Monday night, 9 o'clock. We will see you.
Yeah, Josh, would you
like for tuning in?
Josh, go ahead and talk us out.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us for a creepy, scary edition of the Serious Talk Show.